Welcome back. This is Kuldeep from QA Cubicle. So today we are going to learn how to work with the static drop-down list in the Selenium. So there are three kind of the drop-down list. So first is the static drop-down, second is the dynamic, and third is the auto-suggestive drop-down list. So as the part of today's session, I am going to explain you like how to work with the static drop-down list. Okay. So let's see like how it looks on the UI, and then we will start with the practical demo. Okay, so this is the spicejet.com website, and here is the currency field. We can see like there is a one drop down list here. So when I click on this INR button, so we can see like there are different kind of options visible here. So like the BDT, INR, USD. Okay, so I can select any options from here. So say like I select the INR here. So the same options will be selected in this currency field. And okay, and we can note one another thing here, like the options which are displayed here that are static in nature, like they are not getting changed. So no matter what, the options will remain the same. So that's why it is known as the static drop-down list. Okay, and now the question comes like how we will identify like it is the static drop-down list. So for that, what you need to do, we need to simply right click on the page and click on this inspect button. Okay, and so basically when we click on this inspect button, the DOM for this this web page will be loaded. Okay, and now when I try to select this option, so you can see like we can see like the tag starts here from with the select name. Okay, so this is the way to identify like this is a static drop down list. So whenever whenever the tag name start with the select, then it is the static drop down list. Okay. So for the today's demo, I have used a different site. Okay, so this is the site which I am using for the today's demo. Okay, so let me start. So I will create one class here. So let's name it the drop down demo. Okay, and select this public static void main from here. I will utilize the code to launch the Chrome browser from here. So I have explained this code guys multiple times, how to launch the Chrome driver and open any web URL in the same. Okay, and what we need to do here, basically we need to change this URL. So I will just copy this URL and put it here. Okay. Okay, after that what we need to do, we need to create an object of the select class. So let's name as the select. Okay, so let's name it the cell obj equals to new select. Okay, we need to fix these errors. So for that we need to import the packages from here, and we need to be very careful because there are two packages with respect to this select class, and we need to select the openqa.selenium.support UI package. Okay, and this error is coming because it is expecting one web element here. Okay, so from here we can get this. We need to identify the XPath for this component here. Okay, so we can see like here also we can see the same kind of select tag, select starting tag as the select. So that means it is a static drop down list. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to identify the XPath for the same. Okay, so it as we can see like we can get the ID as the foods here. Okay, so what we need to do, driver dot find element y dot id, and we need to pass this fruits here so that and we need to store this in a web element. So for that we need to write the web element. Okay, and we can say like web ele, and we need to import the package for the web element as well, right? And now what we need to do, we need to pass this web element here. Okay, after that we will see like what are the different kind of methods available inside the select class, and with the help of those what kind of actions we can do. Okay, so let's see. So I will pick this object, just pick this select object from here, and we can perform different kind of operations like select by index. Okay, so here what we will do, we will selecting the values which are displayed in this drop down list by index. So the index start with a 0. So if I as I'm providing the 0 here, so it will select this banana option from here. Okay, and then another option we can do like another method is available is select by value. So value, for how from here we can get the value. So you can see like so say like I want to select this apple, so the value we can get from here, so it is apple. So I will just paste it here. Okay, so the next is select by visible text. So we can select the drop down option with the visible text as well. So let me pick the orange here, and I will type this orange, so orange will be selected here. Okay, and let's try to select the grape as well. So let's select, because there is no, because these are the methods: select by index, select by value, and select by visible text. These are the methods used to select the options which are displayed inside the drop down list. Okay, so let's use this one again to select the last option. Okay, grape, grape. Okay, so let's see it is working or not. Okay, and let's start. Okay, so we can see like it is clearly visible here, like it has selected all the options from this drop down list. Okay, now let's see what are the other options, other methods available for this select class. Okay, so select obj dot. Okay, so basically the way we can select, in the same way we can deselect the options which we have selected under this drop down list. So let's try to deselect by index. So let's keep it 0. So basically it will deselect the first one, and second is like deselect by index. Okay, so index we have covered by value. So like we select the apple here. Okay, we want to deselect the apple here, and third is the deselect by visible text. So let's deselect the orange. Okay, and let's see what are other options available here, other methods available here. So is multiple. Okay, so this is the interesting one. So basically what this will return, so with whether this select element supports selecting multiple options at the same time. This is done by checking the values of multiple attributes. Okay, so let's try what happens. So ideally it should return the true, because we are able to select the multiple options from uh, this this drop down list. Okay, okay, so you can see like first we have selected all the options. Okay, so select by value, uh, select by index, select by value. Okay, select by visible text, and after that what we have done, we have deselected by index. So we have deselected the first option. Okay, so it got deselected, and second one we have deselected by value, so it also got deselected, and I can remove this one. Okay, select by visible text. Okay, so let's keep it select object by deselect by visible text. Okay, deselect by visible text, and let's deselect the orange here, and in the last let's try to deselect all. Okay, okay, so you can see like it has selected first all the options, then it simply deselected the all. And okay, and we need to print this value because we will not able to get the response because is select option. So let's print out the value for this one. Basically true because we can select the multiple values from here. Okay, okay, we can see like it is returning true because we can select the multiple options from this drop down list. Okay guys, so that's it for today's video. These are the key methods which are used with respect to the drop down list. There are other methods which you can explore by yourself uh, as per your requirement. And that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe, and share my channel. Thank you so much.